head on over to YouTube. I want to see all you, only 12 people, but all you 12 people on YouTube. Okay. 자, how do I, let's see. Why is this not working? 자. You know, what shall we do? What shall we talk about today? Let me know. Okay, here we go. Let me know what you would like me to talk about today. 자. Save. 자. Okay. If you're already on YouTube, 안녕하세요 여러분. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 자, yes. Some people on YouTube already. Very nice. Don't need this anymore because I have now washed my hair. If you had morning classes with me, I'm sorry. Head on over to YouTube right now. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. This filter is so that you guys don't get bored. But I have now washed my hair. 여러분, 저 머리 자를까요? Should I cut my hair? Seems a little bit long, don't you think? 자, let me test this writing. 자, 한번 써볼게요. 자, 한번 글씨 테스트. 자, drinking is such a nice topic. Okay. Not the same. Not the same. Definitely not the same. 자. And now I have the light version, which means I have unlimited strokes on my So 한국, we'll call it. Oh my goodness. Okay. One thing I hate about this pen design is the fact that it has these two buttons, and I don't know how you're meant to hold it, but these two buttons are absolutely terrible, and you press them at the most inappropriate times. So maybe you just have to hold further up the pen, maybe. So I am struggling. I'm not the most tech savvy person. So if you're just joining us on Instagram, head on over to our YouTube channel. I'm live there. Okay. Come join in the fun on YouTube. Just search Mallo Academy on YouTube. 자, 오늘은 근데 한국 술 문화에 대해서 얘기를 좀 할까 해요. 술 문화. Oh, okay. 자, maybe some okay, maybe like this. Bringing out the artistic side in me. Yeah, much better, right? Much more fun. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. What is this? 이거 뭘까요, 여러분? 자, 한국 술 문화 하면 빠질 수 없는 게 있죠. 자, 한국 술 문화 하면 빠질 수 없는 게 있어요. The notorious green bottle. 맞아요. 이게 뭘까요? 잘 모르겠다고요? 도와줄게요. 소주. 자. Okay. Very nice. So, what shall we talk about 술 문화? 자. Yeah. Do you like this topic or should we talk about something else? What would you like? Guys, I need some input. Oh, this chat seems to be a little covered up. So let me do this. There we go. Much better. Now everyone can see everything, everyone's chats. Are you Jisoo? I wish. I wish. Yeah. Come on to YouTube, guys. YouTube much more fun. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's I'm going to guess that everyone is on board with this idea. 자, 술 문화. 일단 술 한국인들은 언제 술을 먹을까요? 언제? Very important word for you Korean learners. This means when. It's an interrogative pronoun. 언제? 자. First of all, at the notorious 회식s. Bum and I also have a 회식. 회식이 뭘까요? 회식은 회사 사람들이랑 먹는 일 끝나고 after work drinks. 일 끝나고 일 후 회사 사람들이랑 먹는 거예요. 회사 Okay, lag. Insane lag. 회사 사람들이랑 먹는 거예요. 맞아요. Many drinking etiquettes, and I will teach you all of them so that you can drink like a pro in Korea. 자, 회식이 있고, 자, 그리고 또 이거 중요해요. 청모가 뭘까요? 청첩장 모임. 자, I'm at that sort of age where a lot of my friends are getting married. So I go to a lot of these 모임s. 모임 means meeting, meetups. 와, lag 미쳤다. So much lag. I'm sorry, guys, but I have so much lag. 자, 청첩장 모임. 청첩장은 marriage invitation. Yeah, marriage invitation. So it is customary in Korea for the person or the people getting married to, when they're handing out invitations, to buy food for whoever they're inviting. And it's kind of like, hey guys, will you come to my wedding? I'm buying all this food for you, so you better come. Okay. So, yeah, join us on YouTube if you're coming on Instagram. Hop on over to YouTube. That's where the fun is. Okay. 자, 그래서 청첩장 모임 often cases leads to insane amounts of drinking. Get the groom drunk, right? Get the bride drunk. So, 청첩장 모임. Unfortunately, I'm at that kind of age where a lot of my friends are now getting married. Are you and the other teacher roommates? No, we are not. Not anymore. We used to be, but not anymore. Now we're in our separate homes, enjoying our separate abodes. Oh, thank you. My food is here. Well, is coming. 자, 청첩장 모임 있고, 그러고 마지막은 무슨 표정이 is for you guys who are not on YouTube yet to hop onto YouTube, because this is the only way I can entertain you while you're on Instagram. So come on to YouTube. 자, 그리고 언제? 그냥. This is my favorite. 그냥. Just because. 그냥. You know, just those days that you want to get drunk. Well, thank you. You can just drink. 그냥. 자, I'm gonna take a little break. 안녕하세요, 라니타 씨. Hello. Can you hear me even if I'm far away from this mic? Because we're gonna do a little mukbang. Okay. do a little mukbang. Actually, I drank a little bit yesterday, and so this is my 해장 ramen. We're gonna learn about what 해장 is later too, but here it is. 자, 라면입니다. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, feel myself waking up from the alcohol. The bowl looks like a mini bathtub for kittens. I'm not so sure. I don't think you could fit a kitten in here. A little bit of ASMR. Can you guess what ramen I am eating? What is this ramen? Take a guess. What is this ramen? 무슨 라면? Butter noodles. Nope. I have no idea what butter noodles are, but this most certainly is not it. Guys, why are you still on Instagram? Go into YouTube. YouTube better. I have a whole fucking whiteboard and everything on YouTube. Go there now. 라면 after drinks is the best. Is it 신라면? 아니에요. 불라면 아니에요. Similar to 신라면. I believe it's a brand of 신라면. 자, 이 라면은 건라면이에요. 건라면. Because I'm a healthy person. 건라면 is where the noodles are not fried. So normally the noodles are fried, but in this case, noodles are not fried. They are dried noodles, and apparently because they don't use oil, it makes it a little bit healthier. But you know, however healthy ramen can be. But this is a little impromptu mukbang. 아니요, 건라면이에요. 건라면. 건조할 때 건. 자, 써줄게요. I'll write it down for you. 건라면. Woo! Oh. Don't tell anyone, but I think this ramen is a little overcooked. I prefer my ramen slightly undercooked. Al dente, if you know what that means. This is a little bit too well done. Oh! Hello, Kongstock. Long time no see. How are you? Are you in America right now? 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. Join our YouTube. there's a live going on YouTube. So that's where the fun is. 자, 이렇게 조금 남았을 때는 you just gotta do this. 아침으로 뭐 먹고 있어요? What are you having for breakfast? 다태기 씨. 이게 구글 번역에서 나온 거라고 말할 수 있나요? Oh, you mean like can you tell that this is from Google Translate? Yes, because the grammar is all wrong, Asanti. Time to take up those Korean lessons. Want to know how? May group course semester is now open. Okay, time for a little plug while I do my impromptu mukbang. But their May group course is now open for registration. If you don't know how to read and write Hangul, Bumsem will teach you that. If you know how to read and write Hangul, but you don't know any like basic words, you're just getting started, then I will teach you with the starter course. So go sign up right now. Okay. That's right. We teach more fun than other people. So welcome back, Teresa. Welcome back. Yep, Google Translate is very inaccurate. You know what a better tool is now these days? ChatGPT. Whoa. Big burp. 자. Wow. If I get anything on my mouth, you guys see it first, huh? Is Papago decent? I would say Google Translate, Papago, ChatGPT is the order I would rank translator tools these days. Very scary how fast how fast AI is improving. 게이 커플 인스타 계정이에요? 아니에요. Yeah. 왜 그렇게 생각하시는지 알겠는데 게이 커플은 아니에요. Just two good friends, no homo. 저희는 말로 아카데미 한국어 가르치는 학원입니다. 온라인 학원. 그런데 영어도 가르치니까 관심 있으면 영어 아직 안 배우시면 저희 사이트 한번 들어가 보세요. 오케이? I asked my ChatGPT on a date and it said no. Well, would you really want to date an AI? I don't think so. Well, I wouldn't anyway. You know what? I think it's time that we ditch the tiny ass bowl and just go straight from the NIMBY. Some rice. When you're having ramen, guys, don't put in hot rice. Always put in cold rice. Cold. Yeah, cold rice much better. 높은 단백질 샌드위치. Wow. I like that. Very nice. High protein sandwich. Good choice. Good choice. I'm watching you eat while I go for a run. I mean, isn't that the point of mukbangs? So that you can satisfy your needs without having to pig out yourself. I mean, if I remember when I was a university student, um, I used to watch mukbangs all the time because I was poor, and you know, they'd always eat the things that I wanted to eat. I know the movie Her. I've seen it. Very good movie with Joaquin Phoenix, right? Recommended to me by one of my students. So, nearly done with my meal. Turns out that this is not a lesson on Korean drinking culture. It's just watch Min eat. But here's an important 단어 for you guys. 자, what I'm doing right now is called 해장. 해장. 해장 means the like post-drink meal. Post-drink meal. In Korea, it is very common to have something with soup, like something soupy, as your 해장 meal. So what about, I know in the West it's something oily, right? What is a popular 해장 meal in your country? 청양고추. Where's the other one? The other one is doing classes right now. He's not here. He's doing classes. You want to see the other one? Sign up for Mallo Academy May group course. And if you're joining us on Instagram, over to YouTube right now. Fries. Exactly. Does that help get rid of the alcohol in your system? Debatable. Highly debatable. We always need something very soupy to deal with the alcohol in our systems. Oh yeah. Woo! Bridget, 안녕하세요. Liquid IV is definitely more helpful. But I've never had a liquid IV for a post-meal thing. But wow, great meal. Odo. Open up that window. Odo. Yeah, get them body juices flowing. Anyway, back to our topic on Korean drinking culture. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Oh, now I'm craving something very now I'm craving something sweet. This is what happens when Pomsem doesn't do live. Yes, I just talk about random shit. Does Hangul have an alphabet? Good question. Hangul is the alphabet. Hangul is the Korean alphabet. And guess what? Pomsem, the handsome fella that is normally on these lives, is teaching the new group course, Hangul Mastery. Hangul Mastery. So, if you don't know how to read and write Hangul yet, go learn from Bum. Starting next week, May. Okay? Yep, it is only Thursday because a man was drinking on a Wednesday. Alcoholic much? Maybe. So, what do you do when you go drinking with a friend? In Korea, rule number one. 자작하지 않기. 자작하지 않기. What is 자작? Then Bridget, start a course for you. Also part of the May group course, but I'm teaching that one. Okay, so 자작 금지. I'll say 자작 금지. 자작, big no. Let's color that red. Big no. 자, 자작이 뭔가요? 자작 means self. And 작 means like I think it's like alcohol. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I will check it. But 자작 means pouring the alcohol for yourself. So you see your glass is empty, and then you start pouring. No. Yeah, it's normally if someone is pouring for themselves, it's a hint. Hey, my glass is empty. Then you take that bottle away from the guy and be like, oh, let me. I got you, my brother. Let me pour for you. Yeah. So 자작, no. Okay. So we always pour for the other person. It's just good manners. Good manners. 자, 그리고 또 뭐가 있을까요? Okay. Let's put ourselves in a situation where we're drinking with someone older. Like you're drinking with your 선생님. Respect your 선생님s. 자, what you do is on every soju bottle there is Johnny June. YouTube. What you do is you cover the label. Don't let them see that shit. Okay? Cover that label up. Support the neck and pour that shit. Okay? When you're receiving, oh, Alexis, okay. I will check my message on Discord after all my classes today. Okay, sorry. Have tons of classes, tons of lives today. Okay. So, you hold the glass like this and accept the drink when you're accepting. And then, the proper thing to do, not many people do this, is you wet your lips. You wet your lips. Yeah. Drink a little bit, and then put the glass down. Okay. Then, when the older person goes to initiate the jan, you pick up your glass and you hit it lower than the other person. So say this is the glass of the something, this is my glass. You hit it lower. And then, big thing, when you're drinking with someone older or someone more important, you down that shit. Bottoms up. One shot. Okay? One shot. 시원하게. Yeah, yeah, drinking with in-laws, exactly. When you're drinking with in-laws, you want to be respectful. You want to be polite. So we say 밑잔 깔지 않는다. 밑잔. 밑잔. 어른's hate that. Them adults do not like them 밑잔. 밑잔은 뭐냐? 마셨어요. You drink. But then you leave about this much at the bottom of your glass. Imagine you pour that over your head. What'll happen to it? It'll come on all. It'll hit the top of your head, right? Shit. You don't want that to happen. Bottoms up. Nothing. No alcohol at the bottom of your glass. 밑잔. Okay, at the bottom of your glass. So 밑잔 깔지 말고 down that shit. Okay. 자, one other very important thing. 자, know your limit. Know your limit. We call that 주량. 자, 주량을 알다. Very, very important when you're drinking because you don't want to overdo it, right? You want to have a pleasant evening or morning, whatever time you're drinking. You want a pleasant time. You want to have a great time. You don't want to make a fool of yourself. You don't want to throw up on the table or anything, right? So know your 주량. Know your drinking limit. Very, very important. 자, and then, so recap. Proper pouring technique. Bottle of soju. Cover the label. Yeah. For some reason, showing the label is very, very disrespectful, apparently. So you cover the label, you support the neck, and then you pour. And adults love it when you make a big show of this. And then you would pass the bottle over, and then you would accept it in your glass. Make sure there's nothing in there. Accept it. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 잘겠습니다. Accept it. And then wet your lips, put it down, and then the other person goes to initiate. When you wet your lips, very, very good. Yes, Lanitashi, very good point. You have to look away, and cover your mouth. Look away, cover your mouth, wet your lips, set it down, and then when the other person initiates the clinking of glasses, the 짠, then you say, 잘겠습니다. 감사합니다. Yeah. Or if you're meeting someone for the first time, 반갑습니다. And then you look away, down that. Yeah. Okay. No 밑잔. Okay. When you're when you're nearing the end of your 주량, just give them a heads up. 더 못 먹. 저 집에 가야 될 것 같은데요. Yeah, like that. Yeah. By that point, you're already fucked. I think you're already screwed. The effort makes me tired already. That is, it is what it is. Obviously, when you're drinking with friends, you can just pour one hand, and then just, that's okay. Yeah, gotta act. And then they'll be like, "Hey, you only had 2 glasses. What's up?" Then you say, "제 주량은 소주 2잔이에요. 소주 2잔이에요." Yeah. Anyway, 자, very, very important. You drink, you look away. Next time I'll teach you some drinking games. How about that? Next time I teach you some drinking games. So come back in about 3.5 hours. Yeah. 자, but after drinking, what do? You go to 해장. Remind me, guys, what is 해장? 해장이 뭐죠? Do you guys remember? What is 해장? 맞아요. 해장은 post drink meal. Yeah, post drink meal. And normally in Korea, This is in a form of some 국물. Yeah. So it can be like a 국밥, 라면, 짬뽕. Yeah. So if you're drinking with a Korean person, go for some 국물. Don't 해장 with like chicken or anything because that's weird. We don't do that. 해장 with some 국물. Okay. And then they'll as you drink the 국물, you're like, 속 풀린다. You say, 와, 대박. 속 풀린다. 속 풀린다. 와. 대박. 와, 너무 시원해. 속 풀린다. Because, after drinking, your insides feel all tied up, right? Yeah. But then after drinking the soup, hot soup, you're like, no, yeah. And then you say, 속 풀린다. 속 풀린다. Those knots are becoming undone. Yeah, 속 풀린다. Okay. How to drink like a proper Korean. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 네. YouTube. Brew seriously. Come on to YouTube. I'm just about wrapping up now, but how to drink like a proper Korean. Okay. 자, 질문 있어요? Any questions, guys? Any questions? Let's recap. No pouring drinks for self. 자작 안 돼요. 자, 밑잔 안 돼요. 자, 주량 알아야 돼요. 해장 국물이 국룰이에요. Okay. Remember that, and it you'll be drinking with many Koreans, making many Korean friends in no time. 맞아요. We clink our glasses every time we drink. 꾸띵. 반갑습니다. 꾸띵. What happens to those who pass out? Well, if you have good friends, hopefully your friends will call you a taxi or like they'll take you home. If you don't have many friends, then I guess 노숙 체험, homelessness experience. Yeah. But that is why knowing your 주량, your alcohol limit, is super important because you don't want to pass out on the streets. Clink every shot, drink. Yes, most of the time. Obviously, if you have like beer, if you have some beer, then obviously you can just sip on your beer. You can sip on your soju as well. You can. But normally, if you see someone sort of sipping on their own, hey, 짠. And then you, ding, and then you drink together. Because drinking in Korea is a social event. It is very, very social. So you don't want to drink alone. You don't want to let anyone else drink alone either. You just say, 야, 건배, or 야, 짠. Ding. And then let's say your friend says something very sad, or your friend says something funny, or says something that warrants a reaction of any kind. And you're like, my man, 짠. I'll drink to that. Yeah, for me, post-drinking meals consist of something with soup and also coffee. I enjoy them coffees. Anyway, if you don't have any questions, thank you all for tuning in today. Sorry that there weren't many illustrations, but I'll end with this. We have a label on our 소주. What you want to do is you want to cover this label with your hand. Cover this label and then support the neck with your other hand. Okay. This is a green bottle. And then you want to pour your soju. And then you say, 편하게 받으세요. 편하게 받으세요. Yeah, which means don't be so formal with me. Yeah. Does it matter which hand? Honestly, no. No, but I'm right-handed, so I do the covering with my right hand and the supporting with my left hand. Yeah. Maybe some very conservative Koreans might tell you to use your right hand, but I don't think that's a thing. So, yeah, just use whatever hand you're comfortable with. And you know what? What is important at the end of the day? The fact that you're drinking together and having a great time. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. I will be back on live in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So if you're still awake then, if you're still functioning, I will see you then. Probably will not go live on Instagram. I will just go live on YouTube. So be ready on YouTube. Okay? 감사합니다, 여러분. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.